He always says I'm from Arizona, but I grew up in Hawaii, and he is not from here.
Yeah, I feel like I look more local.
He looks like he's from here, and I'm not, but that's a lie.
My name is Micah Pascual, and I'm from the Philippines. And so I'm majoring in business management, so particularly HR, human resources. I'll be graduating next year, winter semester 2022.
I'm Jessica Pascual, and I am not a student right now. I'm just working, so I'm gonna eventually be going over to a different college and doing either nursing or radiology. And I'm from Maui.
My version of like the story is Jessica's friend, so best friend, Pohai. So we worked as a tour guide, and then we were just like taking tours at that time, and we were just waiting for the last show. And then suddenly she just looked at me and asked me about, are you dating someone? Like, are you like single? And then during the time I was like, yeah, I'm not dating anyone. Like, she just like tried to like set me up, like, oh, I have a friend, something like that. And then she invited me to attend the practice because her friend will be there. And I think she took a photo of me, and I didn't know that she's gonna send it like right away to her friend. I went to the practice. I wanna try to see her there, like my potential like friend, or maybe in the future more than friend. And yeah, I think that's basically it.
Yeah, so basically from my side, I just came back here and I was just like getting comfortable again, like trying to get my job and like get good grades. And I wasn't really like looking yet for people, but like of course my friend's looking for me, and so she met him and she was like, oh, you're so tall and cute and you're so sweet. Like, are you she's like, are you dating anybody? And then that's when she was taking photos with him to send to me and like telling me right away, like, oh, like I have somebody for you, like don't even worry. And from then on I was kind of like, okay, like maybe we'll see. But then once I met him at practice, then it was game over, and and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm. I always ask her, do you want to join or go to our Filipino chapter like activities? So to just have like a foundation first before I ask her, so she doesn't really think that I'm just like wanting to like date her, which is like, that's kind of like my intention. But take it slowly. So
Yeah. I think he took it too slow. I think I was like kind of getting annoyed because I just kept getting invited like with my friends to all these things, and like it just happened so many times, and every time he would ask about something, he'd be like, oh yeah, like do you and your friends want to come? And like at that point I just like, I'm not one to rush into things, but I was like, okay, when are you just gonna like ask me out already? And we started like officially dating, right, like I think February. So that's when we started going on dates, and then we became official in March, and then pandemic. So we were like sitting in our car, like the whole island was kind of shutting down. I think we were just there like eating or talking or something, and like I don't know, Micah always used to say this thing where like he would almost say I love you, but then he would like, I knew like what he was getting at, but he would just like look me deep in my eyes and be like, I just love spending time with you. And I was like, okay. But I know, but like at the same time I didn't know if he actually like wanted to say it, or if he was getting nervous, or if he just like accidentally almost said it. So I didn't like rush it, but eventually that night like he finally said it, and like I wasn't sure how I felt at that time until I heard him say that to me, and I just like felt like overwhelmed, and I just like knew that I loved him back. So it was just like a little magic moment.
And then during the time I was like, what did you say again? Say it again. But yeah, that's the first time we were like in the car after we're eating. So
And then fireworks.
And then fireworks. It's so weird. Every time we would like have like our stepping stones, like if we like talked about marriage for the first time or like that or just I don't know, different things, there would always randomly be fireworks in the sky. Like you know how people in Laie just like set off fireworks? Like
random fireworks.
Random. And I was like, who are you paying to do this? Like what? Every time. It's kind of weird.
Like,
it's meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
It's weird.
So we've been together for like 4 months now. During that time, I was like looking for some cool places, you know. I just wanted to be simple, but at least memorable. So I proposed around July after 4 months. Before that, I called her like dad to like ask for like a blessing. And then it just lasted for like maybe not even 1 minute. The dad was just like, you know what? Like I don't care if you're dating like 4 weeks or how long are you guys know each other. As long as you're gonna take care of my daughter, that's fine. And I was like, okay, I'll propose to her, and then I give them like some idea. She doesn't know anything about it.
One of my friends like accidentally told me that like it might happen on Maui, so I was planning on that. So when he like took me to Kualoa to take photos with our friend, like I didn't think about it. Like I was just like, yeah, that's a good thing. Okay. And then like it's kind of funny because I had like a pimple or two on my face, and I was like, let's just cancel the photos. Tell him we'll reschedule for next week, and he was like, no, like we have to do the photos.
Like no, I mean you look fine.
You
like,
look great. Don't worry. Because he's like, you can't cancel this, and so
you can do Photoshop. So
yeah. So anyways, yeah. So we got married right in the middle of December, like when school finished, and I don't know, I feel like even still, it's already been like 3 months and I'm still like, I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like what are you doing here? But I'm like, oh wait, like you're my husband. And it's still like taking getting used to, but I feel like we adjusted really fast, like just it's been so good being married and like, I don't know, I feel like it's good.
Yeah, well, you're always together and then you just like, always in love with each other. You're just happy like all the time because you have someone already that will take care of you like forever and just be there for you like no matter what. So yeah.
That's so cute. I wasn't expecting that answer. I'm like,
yeah.
We don't butt heads a lot. If we do, it's like a little tiny thing, but like I think it really just helps a lot if you try to like serve each other. Like that's one thing about Micah is like sometimes he's not super expressive like about like how he feels, but like he'll always go out of his way to do something sweet. Like I'll just wake up and he'll have breakfast ready, or like I don't know, he'll just like clean up the house before I get home, or like make me dinner when I come home at like 10 p.m. just because he knows I probably didn't eat yet, or like I don't know, I feel like if you're just constantly serving each other, then it's hard not to just constantly love each other all the time, even if like there are other things happening. That's just what's made a big difference, is like how much we just try to do little things and how much that really can affect like the whole relationship, like how much you just feel love from each other. So I feel like that makes everything easier.
Both of us are always like smiling, and then you know like we're just like it's
we
just
can't
like
be serious. Like we can't have a serious moment without somebody like
yeah, we can't just be serious. Like if it's like time serious, like I'll be like, okay, we need to like serious, and then we're gonna look at each other, maybe not even like 1 second, then we're just gonna laugh. So I feel like that's good about like our relationship. If you're really not communicating well, I feel like that's the start of like maybe a conflict or a problem, especially for us. Like we're not really from like the same culture, you know, like, and I don't know if like this is like okay. Like maybe in my culture it's okay, but in her culture it's not. So I feel like you should talk to each other and just like plan something like that will make you feel better and united as a couple. Yeah, I think that should be it.